Hey girl, okay, one more thing I want to share with you. If it's a little boomy again, it's because I'm out in my garage. And so, one of the things that I do is trailblaze. And that was a really big word to own and take on. And before I decided to bring that into the forefront of my brand, I really did think about it, because it's like, dang, when trailblazing is used, especially in business, and you hear all these like life-altering people that chose to make decisions and go down the untraveled path, that's sort of the essence of a trailblazer. And what I realized is that that's been my life. I've been trailblazing solutions, one, through my health. Nobody figured out. The doctors for 30 years, yes, that was a self-edit, 30 years missed the fact that I had a very severe traumatic brain injury. I'm the one that figured it out. Now, I didn't go through all the rehab. I finally found doctors to help do some of the rehab I couldn't, but shoot, I've trailblazed through my health, and my health story is significant. I'm not going to go into that here. Trailblazing in business, trailblazing in music, trailblazing as an author, trailblazing to help you know how to grow your business and do it differently. Do it in a way that actually is going to sustain you and work. I've said it many times before, I don't agree with what we've been taught on how to do business. It's not all bad, but there are some significant gaps that cause most businesses to go out of business too fast. And so trailblazing, what I do in all my programs, I've trailblazed how to teach you. And when I took ownership of that moniker in my brand, honestly, part of where that came from is right here. This is Rex. So yes, I do ride motorcycles. Motorcycles. That was one of those little things that I always wanted to do since the time I was a young girl. The first time I sat on a motorcycle, I was 8. My mom's cousin rode up one day. He was the cool cousin. He rode up one day on this big bike, and he had the long hair and the fringe. And Steve was always a lot of fun. But I think he saw a look in me about his bike. And I remember him looking down at me saying, "Do you want to sit on it?" I'm like, "Uh-huh, yes." He picked me up, sat me on his motorcycle, and boom, that was it. I fell in love. So I always wanted to ride, but that was one of those things that growing up, girls don't do that. Well, turns out I had a lot of guy friends, and I snuck a lot of rides. So I became adept at like picking out the details. I could tell who was riding that day just by the sound of their engine. And most of my buds in the neighborhood growing up, they rode dirt bikes. The bike I first sat on was a street bike. I don't own a street bike. That's one that I've not done yet. And out here in California, I don't want to ride out here. It's way too dangerous. But I just wanted to show you Rexy. Rexy is my third motorcycle. There he is. There he is. So Rex is what's called a Honda CRF 230. I always remember that CRF to me means can go really fast. So this bike actually is in pristine condition. It is not brand new, but it runs as if it is. One of the things my husband is great at is mechanics and motorcycle mechanics. So Rexy is always in working condition. And so, I've written music. I go out on these rides. We go out to the desert, and when we go out to the desert, it's you with the bike. You have to be one, right? I do a lot of praying. I pray a lot when I'm riding the bike, but it's very peaceful and it's grounding. And that's one of the things about people that, whether you ride motorcycles or if you're going hiking or, maybe you're doing your art, whatever is your outlet. I have a lot of passions and I share them fully. Whatever is your outlet to help you get grounded, get focused, get centered, nourish the soul, I encourage you, go do it more. So I just thought I'd share Rex with you because he's, I've spent a lot of hours with him and on him. We're due to go ride and play again. And one of the things that's really important and why I'm sharing this with you is that I just want you to see parts and pieces, that what I talk about me, it's really real. This is it. Welcome to my inner world. And I know that you have all these parts and pieces too that at first blush might look like, oh my gosh, how do I put this together? I don't know how to make it work. If you choose to work with me, if you are, you want to move forward and look at my options of how do I help my clients put all their pieces together so they have strategy, they have a brand that works for you, I'll show you how I do it.